Let's first start by searching sun temples in Google. Sun temples in India. Okay. Now the Google shows some results, and from the list the first result we are getting is the some major sun temples in India. From Wikipedia, if we go to sun temples, we will get a list of sun temples around the world. We can see that in China, in Egypt, in India, there are so many sun temples. Surprisingly, in Inca Empire, there are also sun temples. Let's back to our previous result, Mathura Sun Temple. The Sun Temple of Mathura is protected monument of under Archaeological Survey of India. It is 2024 and it was completed in 1026, that is 1000 years old. Other important fact about this temple is it was added in the tentative list of the UNESCO World Heritage Committee in December 2022. Then it is a prestigious temple, Konark. I like to prefer to say Konarko because Arka means Surya. Konark Sun Temple it's a World Heritage Site. It was completed in 1250, 800 years old. Martand Sun Temple, Kashmir. It's in Anantnag. It was established in 8th century CE, more than 1200 years old. Katarmal Sun Temple, Uttarakhand. Located in Almora. It was built in 6th to 9th century by the then ruler Katarmal of the Katyuri dynasty. Then 1400 years to 1200 years old. Dakshinarka. This temple was built even before the birth of Mauryan king Chandragupta Maurya. Brahmana Dev Temple, Unnao, Madhya Pradesh. This is also called Unnao Balaji Sun Temple. The Balaji temple was built in the prehistoric time by the king Datya. Now, Surya Pahad temple in Assam are there, and Gwalpara, Assam, India. This is the location. 99,999 Shivalingas were engraved here by Vyash in order to build up a second Kashi where there were 1 lakh Shivalingas. Some scholars even refer to the accounts of famous Chinese traveler Yuan Shang to claim that it was Sri Surya Pahar and not Guwahati that was the ancient land of Pragyatishpur or Pragyatish kingdom, the capital of kingdom of Kumar Bhaskara Burma, 600 to 650. Suryanar Kovil in Tamil Nadu. Suryanar Kovil temple is located at Thanjavur and it was built by Kulathunga Chola. The reign is 1070 to 1122. So these are the sun temples in our consideration, and all these temples are ancient, and we will look the position of these sun temples and the significance of their position in the view of astronomy. Sun is the only god whom we can see every day. So there must be some relation of our sun, our celestial sun, with the location and everything related to these sun temples. Let's start it. Let's find the sun temple of Mathura. It's in Gujarat. Here it is. Mathura Sun Temple. To find its actual latitude and longitude, yes, now we can see it's north 23 degree 35 minutes 0.96 second and east 72 degree 7 minute 59.52 second. And this is the temple. Now takes the ruler. From Mathura we want to measure the distance of another sun temple, that is Arasu Valley. Arasu Valley Sun Temple is in Andhra Pradesh. From western coast to eastern coast. Okay, here it is. Yeah. Now this is Arasu Valley market. The distance is 1357.52 kilometers. And the location of Arasu Valley is 18 degrees 17 minute 29.76 second north and 83 degree 54 minute 44.64 second east. The distance measured by Google Earth is 1357.52 kilometers. But if we plot the latitude and longitude of these two temples and find mathematically the distance on curved surface, that is on Earth, and the formula gives the distance 1356.908322 kilometer. Let's measure a new distance from Arasu Valley to another prominent sun temple of India, that is Dakshinarko. Dakshinarko Sun Temple is in Bihar near Gaya. Is in Gaya, beside the Falgu river. And here it is, the Dakshinarka Sun Temple. The distance becomes 727.53 kilometers, and mathematically the distance becomes 730.537 kilometers when measured. And let's measure from Dakshinarka to the first point, that is Madhera. We have to zoom out because the temples are not at all very close. Here is Madhera at Gujarat. Here it is. Okay. And the distance from Dakshinarko to Madhera Sun Temple is 1314.26 kilometer. Error is 3.3%. That is 96.7% accurate. Now let's check the triangle. If we join these three temples, this is an isosceles triangle. We can view the gigantic size where one is at Gujarat, another in Bihar, and the last one is in Andhra Pradesh. Very important question that arises is that how I measured the angles between two places or two temples of interest. Then I can tell you I have used the GIS map, igismap.com, that gives the formula to find the bearing or heading angle between 2 points by latitude and longitude. And this is the most advanced formula till date. Anyone can get the formula through the website, and this is the formula with some references and helps are also there. So latitude and longitude, and the formula is there. I don't want to get you bored by discussing all these things. Anyone interested can get details from this website, and I have used this tool to measure the angles between 2 points of reference. To measure the distance, I used the formula provided by this website, National Hurricane Center and Center of Pacific Hurricane Center. This website is reliable, yes, because the site is provided by NOAA.gov, provided by US government. And what is NOAA? NOAA is National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration. This is an official website of the US state government that gives the information how to measure the distance of 2 points on this universe by their latitude and longitude. This is the calculator only. The actual formula was derived from this link, a link to another website, that is Aviation Formula version 1.47, and here you can get the detail of this formula, how to measure. Actually, this is the formula that is used, and anyone interested can use all this formula, and I have mentioned this formula including the step-by-step calculations in my book. The book named KONARKA, Why Is It There? The book is available on Amazon and you can check it out. Now we will consider 3 sun temples of India. The first one is Unnao Balaji. Unnao Balaji is in Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh border here. This is Unnao Balaji Sun Temple. Actually, this is called Unnao Balaji Brahmana Dev Sun Temple. Now from Unnao Balaji, we will start our measurement. Just take a look of its latitude and longitude. It's 25 degree 34 minute 40.8 second north and 78 degree 35 minute 55.68 second east. This is the location. And now the ruler. From Unnao Balaji, I have started drawing a line and let's go to the western coast of India to get Kanakaditya temple in Maharashtra. Here, Kanakaditya Sun Temple is here. Okay. And the distance is 1122.32 kilometer according to Google Earth. 1122.32 kilometers. And according to mathematical calculation, the distance is 1125.577 kilometer. 1125.577 kilometer. The temples are more than 1000 kilometers away. And the location of Kanakaditya is 16 degree 43 minute 45.12 second north, 73 degree 19 minutes 16.32 second east. And now from Kanakaditya we'll measure the distance of another sun temple of India, that is in eastern coast, Arasavili in Andhra Pradesh. Here is Arasavili temple. Distance is 1137.99 kilometer according to Google Earth. And according to measurement, the distance is 1136.618 kilometer. It is 18 degrees 17 minute 29.76 second north and 83 degree 54 minute 44.64 second east. This is the latitude longitude of Arasavili Sun Temple. And now from Arasavili start measuring another temple that we have started at first, that is Unnao Balaji. Okay, Unnao Balaji. Here it is, Brahmana Devar temple. Got it. And the distance is 975.67 kilometers. And according to mathematical measurement, the distance is 977.987 kilometers. The Unnao Balaji's Brahmanadev Sun Temple is located at 25 degree 34 minute 40.8 second north and 78 degree 35 minute 55.68 second east. And this is the figure of the triangle. Let me tell the distances again. From Kanakaditya to Arasavili, the distance is 1136.618 kilometer. From Unnao Balaji to Arasavili, 977.987 kilometer. And from Kanakaditya to Unnao Balaji is 1125.577 kilometer. This side and this side are going to be equal. And the difference of these two distance is only 11.041 kilometer. Over 1000 kilometer distance, the error is 11.041 kilometers. And if we check the accuracy, we will get 0.97% error, and it is 99.03% accurate to be isosceles triangle. But one thing I must say, that this is not a golden triangle, because the angles are not 72 degree, 72 degree and 36 degree. The angles are not in those ratio. A very valid question is that how Google Earth measure a long distance over 1000 kilometers. This shows how does Google Earth measure distance. According to Wikipedia, Google Earth uses the WGS84 data as used by GPS, which uses an oblate spheroid that approximate the real shape of the earth. There is a formula known as Vincentry's formula that can be used to calculate distances for the WGS84 datum. So What we can say is that the ruler of this Google Earth, which is used in most of the cases to show the distances on the Google Earth between 2 points, actually measures the distance of 2 points on Earth through some advanced technology that we can rely. This is the inside view of Anandesha temple, the so-called Shiva temple. Actually, there is a Shiva Linga inside by a room, and so it is called Shiva temple. But when we see the structure of this temple, the upper part is open. We don't know whether it was actually covered or it was open from the very beginning. This is a fine observatory. This looks like a fine observatory. Anyone can feel this temple as a working observatory. Now what I am saying this, let's check another look of this temple. Now it is very clear that there is something in the temple that's not natural in the common temple design in Indian temples. When I was looking closely to the temple, I felt that this architecture, the same design is also there. Same design is also there. Everything is also there. These places are flat top. These are flat top. It seems that there is a position to sit or stand here, at least here also. Normally the temple top are conical, not like this flat shaped. I was astonished when I found an article related to ancient Hindu astronomy. I am showing you right now this article for reference purpose, for education purpose, and for research purpose. I think the copyright owner will not take any legal action against me. The sun's orbit in the Brahmanas. You can get this article in PDF version by searching this title in Google. I want to show you one page here. This describes something. The first layer is the very terrestrial world, and the uppermost layer is the sky, and those three intermediate layers are the air. These layers are shown in the figures 1 through 5. This is the first layer. Figure 5, layer 5, the orbit of the sun. This is the interesting figure, and let me superimpose this diagram on the temple of Anandeshwar. Here it is. This is the current top view, and this is the semi-transparent superimposed path of sun described in ancient Vedic astronomy on the temple. What I am seeing is, you are seeing, Anandeshwar temple cannot be a Shiva temple. This might be a Shiva temple for show, but this temple must be related to astronomical observations. Now another 3 sun temples. The first one is here, Martand Sun Temple, located inside the Himalayan. Here is Martand. This one is also very old sun temple. This is Martand. And let's check its latitude and longitude. 33 degree 45 minute north and 75 degree 13 minute 19.2 second east. Now start measuring. From Martand we have started our measuring scale, and we will go to the center of India near Amaravati at Anandeshwar temple. Here it is, Anandeshwar, the magnificent temple. Okay, and the distance shown by Google Earth is 1441.20 kilometers, and the measured distance is 1446.019 kilometers. And what's the location of this Anandeshwar temple? This Anandeshwar temple is located at 20 degree 52 minute 9.12 second north and 77 degree 14 minute 16.8 second east. Now from Anandeshwar Sun Temple, let's measure the distance of another Sun Temple of India, a magnificent sun temple, magnificent architecture. Here, the western end of India, Navlakha Sun Temple. Here it is, Navlakha Sun Temple. Yeah. Okay. And the distance is 783.15 kilometer. 783.15 kilometer as per Google Earth. And as per measurement, the distance is 781.970 kilometers. And the location of Navlakha Sun Temple is 21 degree 53 minute 3.84 second north, 69 degree 45 minute 51.84 second east. And from Navlakha Sun Temple, let's start our journey to our first Sun Temple of these three in Kashmir, that is Martand. In Jammu and Kashmir, Martand Sun Temple. Okay, here I am getting it. Okay, and the distance measured by Google Earth is 1419.62 kilometers. The ground length is also very similar. I am not mentioning every time. And the measured length, in mathematical measured length through the latitude longitude, exact measured length is 1423.364 kilometers. An amazing triangle, a near perfect golden triangle. The distances are from Martand to Navlakha is 1423.364 kilometers, that is 1423 kilometers. And this end from Martand to Anandeshwar is 1446.019, that is 1446 kilometers. Okay, now let's check the error. The difference of these two distances, that is 1446.019 minus 1423.364 is equals to 22.655 kilometers. That is, there are 22 kilometers shortfall in total length of almost 1500 kilometers, 1500 kilometers almost. And the error percentage is 1.57% and accuracy is 98.43%. It's so accurate. I am telling once more that what I am measuring here is the latest technology available to measure 2 points on the earth over ground. If we measure through the location of stars, these differences might not be there. And one thing, the angles. At Navlakha, the angle is 76.04 degree. At Anandeshwar, the angle is 72.85 degree. And at Martand, the angle is 31.87 degree. It's almost 32 degrees. Another 3 sun temples of India. The first one is here. It is Karnak Sun Temple, located at Uttarakhand. Very old sun temple, Karnak. Here it is. The location is 29 degree 37 minute 53.76 second north and 79 degree 36 minute 50.4 second east. Now let's start our journey of measurement. From Karnak, let's start to make a straight line. Yeah. From Karnak to Anandeshwar. Anandeshwar, yes, at Maharashtra. Here is Anandeshwar. We have got it. Let's enter. Yes. The distance is 1000.42 kilometers. 1000 kilometers as per Google Earth. And as per our mathematical calculation, the distance is 1003.859 kilometers. 1003.859 kilometers. Okay. Now, first clear it and check the location of Anandeshwar. Anandeshwar is 20 degree 52 minute 9.12 second north and is 77 degree 14 minute 16.8 second east. Now from Anandeshwar, let's start our journey to another sun temple of here in Gujarat. Okay, it is Modhera Sun Temple. Modhera is also a magnificent sun temple. And the distance is 606.04 kilometers. And the location of Modhera Sun Temple is at 23 degree 35 minutes 0.96 second north, 72 degree 7 minute 59.52 second east. Now the distance is 606.04 kilometers, near about 600 kilometers, just more than that. And according to our measurement, this distance is 605.844 kilometers. 605.844 kilometers. And now let's our journey from Modhera Sun Temple, that is from here, to the first point at Uttarakhand. Okay, here it is. Katarmal. The Katarmal Sun Temple. Here. And the distance is 1001.69 kilometers. 1001.69 kilometers. And the measured distance is 1002.273 kilometers. Now let's check the golden triangle compatibility. For that, let's first draw the triangle. Now we have drawn the triangle and it looks very accurate. Let's check the sides, the length of the sides. It's immense size. We can't believe that from Modhera to Katarmal, the distance is 1002.273 kilometers. This is 1002 kilometers. 1002 kilometers from this point to this point. And from Katarmal to Anandeshwar, the distance is 1003.859 kilometers. So this is 1002 kilometers. And this side is 1003 kilometers. And this distance is 605.844. That is 605 or 606 kilometers. Now check the compatibility to be a golden triangle. The difference of these two sides, or the length of these two sides, is 1003.859 minus 1002.273 is equals to 1.586 kilometers. 1.586 kilometers. That is the distance, the difference. And the error is 0.158%. 0.158%. So the equality of these two sides of this triangle is 99.84%. 99.84% isosceles triangle. Perfect. 99.84% perfect. 99.84% perfect isosceles triangles. And if we measure the angles, we will get that at Madhera the angle is 72.7. At Madhera the angle is 72.70 degree, which is almost 72 degree. That is the desired angle. At Anandeshwar the angle is 72.41 degrees. That is also 72 degree. And at Katarmal the angle is 35.30 degree. That should be 36 degree. It is amazingly perfect, and we can see the huge triangle. Unbelievable.